false alarm.
We're on our way up to the park, and these guys are having way too much fun. We've got some new friends here from the Bay Area who are really going to do some fishing.
Yeah.
Tom, what do you think of that?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
It's a new concept. It would be for us.
Tom's making friends. He's going to ditch us and go with them.
Yeah.
Yes, he's actually he's bribed them for the fishing equipment, and he really wants to fish on this trip.
I really would.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There'll be payback later on.
Yeah. He'd actually like to bring him along. He's an ophthalmic surgeon, so if you have any eye problems,
That's right.
Yeah, get the fish hook in the lid. He can take care of it.
Don't forget.
Well, here we are at Crescent Meadow again, and we're about ready to get on the trail. Are we excited?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, nothing but.
And look at Dave with his pine cone.
This is from the giant forest, from the great Sequoia trees.
Absolutely.
I
Pretty
wonder
amazing.
How did that pine cone get on that pack?
I don't know,
wonder.
but he's so light. This is good. This will be good for firewood
With
tonight.
friends like these, I don't need enemies.
Look at how big these are. Bob, could you walk up into the picture here and give an idea on how big these things really are? It's just amazing. Look at that. The guys walking up to the base, and really neat.
I've been in the city too long, sidewalks and buildings and singing sad songs. Now I'm back up where I belong, and in the mountains again. I can't live on flat ground, can't stand to be easily found. Gotta have me the mountain emotion.
Look in here.
Every morning, now the fields have fallen below, and I'm getting higher, the higher I go. Now I know what the eagle knows, in the mountains again. On flat ground, I can't stand to be easily found. Gotta have me the mountain emotion to believe in. Let me live my life in the air. Let my friends in the forest give me shelter up there, and I live my life without care. Mountains again.
Hello.
Mountains again.
Surf's up down there. Good place to get water.
Turning clouds into mountains, hills into holes, oh, dancing between the lines of a moon, oh yes, oh.
What a morning, huh?
Yes, it is. This is day 2.
Coming down the hill, here come the guys.
Yeah, the laggers are catching
Yeah. Chatting in the back there, wanting to go to the cafe at the top of the hill here, I'm sure. Yeah, we cross over here and look at this. Oh my goodness. We're going down into this valley, and there's a river gorge we'll see in a minute, and then we'll be hiking up into these crags. What a wonderful day.
Look at this.
Okay, huge old growth trees, maybe 5-6 feet in diameter, some of them a little less, and granite walls. Look at this. My goodness. Look at these peaks.
This is the beauty of the Sierra Nevadas. You just have vastness that you don't find in the rest of the country. Colorado has excellent peaks and incredible backpacking, but the spanse isn't the same. It's just, it's unique to Sierra Nevadas and here in California.
Okay guys, come here for a second. Where are you hiding back there?
Hey, we're just chatting. Good morning. Sierras.
Fresh morning dew.
Tom and Dave.
Because it's so dry.
Now, could you turn sideways so we could see those pine cones? No, other side. Oh my goodness gracious.
So why do you have those pine cones, Tom?
Well, I might. Some people may need them in their sleeping bag later on. Behaving properly.
What did John tell the ranger?
Oh, I don't know. He was some guilt-laden thing about how I was violating public parks. And they need to be hauled off in irons and chains.
Look at this view, guys. Wow.
I'm so glad we came back. Look at this. This is unbelievable.
Now I'm
It really is.
down with a grin. I've been in the city too long. Sidewalks and buildings and singing sad songs. Now I'm back up where I belong, in the mountains again. I can't live on flat ground. Can't stand to be easily found. Gotta have me the mountain emotion. Every morning, now the fields have fallen below, and I'm getting higher the higher I go. Now I know what the eagle knows, in the mountains again.
The last bridge didn't fare too well, and you can see it twisted and down there.
To be easily found. Gotta have me the mountain emotion. To believe in, let me live my life in the air. Let my friends in the forest give me shelter up there. And I live my life without cares in the mountains again. In the mountains again. Be free from all the things that bog you down, but you seek out all the things that drown your son.
Have my little filming here going on.
Step back, the movement will take you world away.
Wow.
I could only see you in that.
bridge here, small suspension bridge, I believe. You can see the cable here, which is quite heavy. Well, I couldn't carry it back down, so there it stays. There are the stays on the other side where the bridge went. You can see. Instead of doing the bridge, it now made a tunnel.
You wanna be free from all the things that bog you down, but you seek out all the things that cloud your sun. Step back, the movement will take you world away. I could only see you in that. So lock eyes with me, my friend, I'll get you halfway there. You gotta learn to trust in me, I'll never let you despair. Step back, the movement will take you world away. I could only see you like that.
I'm here with Matt. He's a backcountry ranger. He's been giving us advice on how to get over Pants Pass. And I can tell you, this is really valuable information.
Yeah, I'm the ranger at Bear Paw. I'm on a 5-day backpacking patrol right now. I've got a couple of off days coming up, so I'm just going to relax at a lake out here. But before that, I was spending some time in the Big Arroyo and just talking to visitors and answering questions. And giving them some route finding advice today.
Well, that's awesome. We appreciate the route finding for us. So anyway, what a beautiful place to get advice. Look at this. And got a few minor clouds moving in, and look at that one. from the pack station, bringing back his horses. Probably to take some tourists out. They've been up in the upper valley grazing. I heard their cowbell all day long. That's it. Well, here we are halfway up our 1,000-foot climb, and we can see Tom's pine cones are holding on there. We now have the Lucky Horseshoe, and we've discovered some rocks in my camera bag of uncertain origin. We also see a fire over there too.
We're certain it wasn't
What's
us.
that again, Dave?
I suspect one of you scouts out there. It wasn't us.
Yeah. Not much water here in Desolation, so we had kind of a dry lunch today in this kind of dry meadow here. You can see our sign junction here. We've covered about 7.5 miles before lunch, and we've got 5 or 6, 7 more, I guess, before we hit our campsite. So we go to the hot springs, I guess, around 9. So we'll see how it goes. Coming into the canyon now. I think that's Cottonwood Pass. I'm not certain of that. That's the drainage we did last time, maybe. This is our trail today, coming into the Kern River. Now we're into the steep switchbacks, dropping approximately 2,000 feet. Here we are in the Kern River Basin. We're just about ready to drop down to the first campsites along the river. And it's been a long day today. Well, this is the Kern River up close and personal, a great place to soak your feet. And what a beautiful stream here. Nice and warm and with very cold water. Feels good though. What a beautiful day. Guys up there eating lunch. Yeah, this is it. This is alive. Last year we went through an argument on campsites and campsite selection. Now way over there, that's Tom and my campsite over there. Now notice the proximity to the water that these guys have. So this tells you they have improved in their campsite selection tremendously since the glacier trip. But here we go, X marks the spot. They're trying to decide which way to orient their tent. And they don't know that the runoff comes off these rocks right into this low spot. But outside of that, look at how close they are to the water, aka mosquitoes. We see this beautiful bubbling brook here, part of the Kern River.
Hey guys, once again, part 2 on campsite selection. You know, last year we were hiking across Glacier, and one group picked a very poor site with a bunch of trees around with no view, while the other guys wanted to sleep in a site with a beautiful view. Now here we are again, same problem. And what I want to teach you boys is how not to pick a campsite. Now if you look at this one and scan around, you see yes, they've got some rocks, and yes, they've got some trees with some branches hanging over to drop
That are
things
just
down, and
gorgeous.
some swampy type of grasses and things that will get them bitten up by, once again, bugs. Boys, remember this. Pilots know a lot about the sky and the air, but little about the ground. Now we're going to move over to our
Ooh,
side.
there's bugs in front of your face.
We'll get those. On to the other side. See that? Bugs are terrible here. On to our side.
Go ahead.
Okay guys, Dr. Worf and myself have picked a different site. We've got our pack and our gear here. You see it's very nice, laid out, sufficient shade, no swampy plants around, no mosquitoes here at all. Now boys, look what Dr. Worf and I will be seeing this evening and waking up to.
Wow.
Wonderful, incredible scenery.
Massive.
Fantastic. Now boys, that is what you want right there. Beautiful scenery, flat ground, no bugs. That's a good night.
All right, boys. Dave here. I just couldn't take that sitting down. So some other reasons why Tom's campsite's not so good, and the site that Bob found for us is superior. Well, take a look at the trail right here. Here's the campsite, and here's the trail. When people walk up, it's been like a state highway. People are up and down the trail, and you're always looking at these people, and they're crashing and making noises, and you have scout groups making noises and tripping over rocks. And then look at ours over there. It's hidden behind this rock. No one will even know. Can you even see it? It's like a 200 feet over there, away from the cooking area, which is right here, which brings me to my last point, that Tom's site is only 30 feet from the cooking area.
60 feet.
So when the bear
60 feet, boys.
So when the bear comes in, is he going to go to the site that's 30 feet near the campsite, or the one that's 200? You guys decide.
When you're stuck against rocks, sometimes you can't run from an angry bear, boys. They will be gone. John and I will be 2 miles down that trail. Safe. Boys, when you're doing primitive hiking, you want to have good shelter as best you can. And a lot of it depends upon good technique. Now, I want you to notice this tent here. Look at this tent. This tent is tight as a drum. Look at that. You could take that to a symphony and make music. And when the wind blows this tent's not going anywhere. This is the way you want it. Tight, taut, good stakes in the ground, set up properly. Sturdy. This is a sturdy tent. Now let's go over to our little less experienced crew in their little less desirable campsite. And let's see how tall their tent is. Here we are at the other campsite. And you look at the tent, and look, boys, it's as loose as the sheets on your bed when you make the bed as opposed to your mom. This will blow in the wind all over. It's not sturdy. It's not storm-proof. It's not safe. Boys, you can do better.
Boys, for once, Tom is right. I'm sending this thing back.
I also want you to note you can play music on this.
This is what you want in a tarp system.
But there's something else, isn't there, about campsite selection?
Back to campsite selection though. Tom and John have definitely got the superior tarp, but campsite selection, they have chosen poorly. This is Tom's site. They've got some extra biomaterial.
Horse poop.
Just for their midnight enjoyment.
Boys, although not commonly known by American campers, dry dung is an excellent campfire fuel. It will also keep you warm. It burns readily. It's actually collected in a lot of foreign countries to cook on, and to coat the walls of the house with, and to use all sorts of useful purposes. This is nothing more than dried out grass at this point. It's old, dried out, no problem. It's well away from our campsite.
And
they've got it on their site too.
also, we're not sleeping on it. Take number 3. We have the SteriPen rewired here with 4 1.5 volt batteries to approximate the 6 volts from the SteriPen, and we're sterilizing our water here on the trail. And
with an iPhone cord.
With an iPhone cord, and it's finished.
And it won. Yes,
okay, we're all done. Right, so this is our little device here. Pretty good.
John Wharf is an evil genius.
Or a dead genius if it hadn't worked.
Just real sick.
Yes, he did. But tell me about the attributes of these leaves, Bob.
Well, okay, first
besides
thing
the
is,
soft and fuzzy underneath.
They are plentiful at lower altitude. We don't have any local here right now, but we are going to stockpile as soon as we do run into some more vegetation. And the key reason why is, number one, what's very nice, there's plenty of positive attributes. This size, it doesn't matter how big you happen to be, there's a size to accommodate your need. Okay. The next wonderful attribute is the underside has a light furry coating on it, and it's mildly abrasive, cleans well behind itself, and the fibers in the leaves make it very strong. So it's almost multi-use. So it's about time to. Well, it really. John gave me the story, and I rolled my eyes every time I heard it. And then I had occasion to pick a couple up, and I put them in the pack. I just figured I'll try it one time, and sure enough, I'm in hook, line, and sinker. Skunkweed is the way to go.
So there you go. It's very sturdy, durable, works very well. If you forget your toilet paper,
or
skunkweed.
And it's fuzzy.
Okay. We do another one.
So you can see we're getting up higher with those crags up above us and this wonderful lake here. This isn't our lake though, and so we have a little ways to go. Fun trip though. So Tom and I have fashioned our shelter using the tarp here and the boulder for cover. We also have these rocks in case the wind starts coming from the other way at night. You see, this is really good for campsite selection. Right, Tom?
Right.
Now over there, notice, and Tom here, get the camera so you can show them what the campsite selection over there looks like. You see there, tarp billowing in the wind.
Billowing in the wind, but they're working diligently. You know, actually, they have a nice site. They've got this boulder to block the wind. They've got a windbreak set up.
Almost. We're getting there.
They're doing great. They are doing a good job.
Going? There it goes.
Now,
do we see the A&M flashing?
yes, you do.
Excellent.
You know,
Look
the
at
one thing that must be remembered, though, is that you can never make anything clean that has A&M associated with it. So
Oh,
it's,
now, Tom. Okay, so we got our story done. And here's the sign. Over 13,500 feet at the moment, thereabouts. Now look at this. Coming up to the windows. Very wonderful place. beautiful views. There's Guitar Lake. That's where we stayed last night. This is one of the famed windows. Just looking through. Now, this is a good shot for Dave's leg. Dave?
Sure. What would you like me to pass? Is it recording? Hello! Look through the windows. I'm guessing that's lone pine out there in the distance. Oh, it's fantastic. Fantastic. But you'd have some cell service right here. Thank you, John.
Pretty cold up here today. Say we're right around freezing. I pulled the jacket out of my bag and the sleeve was frozen and gotten wet yesterday in the lake. Here is the summit of Mount Whitney, and you can see the shack up there. Great place to be unless you're in a lightning storm. A number of years ago, some people took shelter in there during a lightning storm, and 15 people were injured during the incident. So here we are signing in at the top here. Erected 1909, Smithsonian Institution. Hodgkin's flag. Bob, feeling pretty good?
Hey man, we're back.
And
Awesome.
the last picture's from 13 years ago. I think was off that ledge right here. Okay, so here we are on the summit. Dave, doing good? Yeah, so we've been on the trail for 5 days.
Hey.
Traversed the whole range, 20,000 feet of climb. Looks great. Wow. Lichens on the rocks. Fantastic. Look at this.
I got a baby that's kind of green. Look at that suit now, ain't she green? All dressed up, it's time to go. We come back, baby, look at you. Happy Mardi Gras, now from here to here. Happy Mardi Gras from here to here. Went to the corner and turned around. See my baby going down. Going to the store and I'll be right back. Don't ask me what's in that pack. Happy Mardi Gras for business. Happy Mardi Gras for business. Going to the corner, I got a dime. Going to the corner and get some wine. See my baby acting strange. Look like she got another man.